Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy 12. So like, if you're looking for a badass racing gaming chair but don't want to break the bank, stick around and I'll show you the best gaming chair on the market for $99.99. A few years back, I always wanted a gaming chair. Not one of those damn felt wedges with the Alpine tweeters in the middle that you can get from your local big box retailer. I'm talking professional racing style seats with the customizable options. But that dream remained a dream tucked deep in the dark corners of my mind once I did some research and seen the prices of what the highest rated and the most trusted chairs cost. So recently, I decided to jump back into the search for the perfect gaming chair. And perfect means a reasonable price. So once I figured out my needs and where I could pay the least to get something that will fit those needs, I finally found the chair I was willing to take a risk on. The RC1 found on Newegg.com. The item advertises its high back and ergonomic design that gamers look for in a gaming chair in the title of its listing, and it's a value that I think it delivers on. One of the major reasons I needed to think about getting a new gaming chair wasn't solely for the benefits it can grant for gaming for long periods of time, but for the benefits that it could potentially grant for my overall health. I know I'm not alone when I say I slouch like a motherfucker. I've always done it as a kid and I've always been told how it can mess you up in the long term. And the office chair that I use had no lower back support at all. It was something I never knew I needed because I never knew otherwise, until now. And part of my personal crusade of taking better care of myself is investing in better products that will promote better results. And the RC1 racing gaming chair delivers on that for me. First things first, the chair itself can lay 180 degrees. Now I don't think I will ever have a need to tilt that far back, but the simple fact that you can at this price range is astonishing. The chair itself is made with the leather material, and I'm not too sure if it's genuine leather or not, but I'm not too concerned about it at all. However, mine did come with a couple of cuts to the leather itself. More on that later though. Again, the RC1 has an ergonomic high back, so depending on how you position the tilt of the chair, it can support the upper, middle, and lower back. The chair also came with the back pillow that I took off and placed on an old generic office chair that I used to use, and one for your head and neck area that I left on. Both pillows feel great, and the back pillow actually made that old office chair a lot more comfortable, but it seemed to be too pushy against the RC1 itself. One major problem that old office chair had was that infamous and dreaded quicksand problem. You know, the one where you sit down in the chair and you slowly begin to sink? Yeah, that. That problem is one I haven't had yet, and don't expect it to happen down the line either with the RC1. Once you screw on the base of the chair, you simply need to slide the chair over the gas cylinder and the rest is just magic, mostly gravity. As far as the footwork is concerned, the wheels are indeed plastic, but the legs themselves are made of metal, so you don't have to worry about the metal base of the wheels being stronger than the leg base and possibly breaking through, foobarring the hardened plastic itself. As you can see, the RC1 is a really awesome chair with an astonishing price range, but it does have its shortcomings. As I mentioned earlier, my RC1 came with a few cuts to the leather. With this being my very first gaming chair, I was highly disappointed. But I didn't want to have to return a really good chair that I already had to wait a week for to wait even longer and let my production levels continue to suffer. So I decided to keep it and look at the remaining value that I got it all for $100. If you happen to find yourself in my situation and don't know how to resolve it at home, if the cut is small enough, just grab some 99-cent super glue from any dollar store and let it sit. It should hold your rip in place for a while. My two have yet to show signs of worsening. The chair creaks a little whenever you lean back if you locked it in a certain position for a while. It's a personal annoyance, especially at night, but simply readjusting the chair's tilt will resolve the problem. I will say that I wish this chair had the free lean tilt feature, but the lean and lock style kind of grew on me. It's very reminiscent of a vehicle. Also, the arms on the chair can't be elevated or adjusted. Even though they're at a fixed height, thankfully the chair itself can be elevated to the level of my desk so my wrists don't get fatigued. At first, the seat felt too tight in the thigh crotch area, but once I broke it in and gotten used to it, I think it's all better now. The RC1 also comes equipped with its own leg rest, but even with me standing at a strong 5'9", I felt the leg rest was designed too short and rendered useless. But I think it would be great for people a little shorter though. The weight limit of the chair is 250 pounds, so if you're above that limit or just a broad person in the waist area, I would recommend that you pass on this chair, unless you can live with that. But I'm telling you, it's like trying to play the 50-cent racing game at Chuck E. Cheese as an adult. It's a tight fit. Now that I have this thing put together, I feel like my posture has been improved. My mood is more predictable, and my production level surpasses 9,000 easily now. With a month's worth of time with this product, I can sit still for longer, multitask comfortably, and most importantly, I didn't have to spend over $100. Seriously, no tax. To read up on this topic and more, head over to xiibyteGAMING. More content to come, but in the meantime, check out more of what my channel has to offer. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, elevate that subscribe button, and keep it locked right here on xiibyteGAMING. It's your boy 12, and I got you 6.